As the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. That's including the ice wall. Appreciate you guys. Come on. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Life like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Cowboys Super Bowl. How far off are they from Kansas City and 49ers? Objectively speaking, how far off are those guys? Come on.
Let me crack your cranium. Fertilize your brain.
Let's get it. Come on.
I want me some glory hole.
Are you not entertained?
5,
Are you not entertained?
4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Riggs! I can't take this no more, Riggs. I can't take this no more. Have you been swallowed? The Kansas City Chiefs been swallowed up, man. They've been swallowed all the way up, y'all. And appreciate everybody, man. Oh, my God. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. First and foremost, before we get this thing popping and rocking and rolling, salute to my brother from the same mother, no other. Don't look like Daddy Glover. Salute to the twin maker, man. Shout out to him and the 49er land for getting to the Super Bowl. It's been gut-wrenching and heart-wrenching and all of those wrenching watching these playoff games, and we had an early exit. Dog, we had an early exit. My Cowboys, boy, we had the earliest exit of all, right? You know, it seems like we were the first team out, right? You know, and my Cowboys, man, is going to go back to this. How far off are we? Riggs, I thought the Super Bowl colors was going to be the Ravens and the Niners. But now, it's a swing and a turn of the events. It's going to be Taylor Swift and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Come on, man.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
There's going to be a lot of that going on. Man, hey, it's going to be a lot of that because at the end of the day, the Dallas Cowboys are going to be watching. We got front seats, man, and salute to Prize Picks, man. I know for sure. Dan Campbell, man. Hey, just shoot me those Prize Picks, Dan Campbell. Run them by me, bro. Run them by me because, yeah.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I want me some glory hole.
Riggs! I can't take this no more, Riggs. Oh, my gosh, man. Whatever you do, man, don't go to Twitter and type in Taylor Swift AI because it's going to show you some crazy things that they're doing with AI with her. But congratulations once again to them. But open honestly, I was going to go live a little bit earlier today, about 8 hours ago. But my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, he accidentally went live on my page, and I sat back and watched his episode. And it brought to my attention that the Eagles Eagles, it break news last night that they signed Kellen Moore, right? And Kellen Moore was once a Cowboy guy. He once played for the Cowboys. He once played for the Lions. And I think he played for one other team, but neither here nor there. Kellen Moore is now the offensive coordinator for the Philadelphia Eagles. It is lovely, man, on Twitter, seeing all of the Eagles content creators plus fans trying to switch the story around. Like, nah, Kellen Moore is good, man. It's Dak Prescott that's the issue, man. It's Dak Prescott, y'all, you know. Jalen Hurts is better than Dak, man. Everybody is better than Dak. It's Dak's fault. Kellen Moore is a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be up there where the rest of these guys are doing as far as the playoffs. But if you guys look deep into the playoff, you can see, man, there was a lot of crucial plays that have been called, right? A lot of plays to get people open. We're seeing so many people talking about the Shanahan tree, the Sean McVay tree, those two trees, man, and the overall collectives of it. If you don't have a person that can think outside of the box, man, you're going to be in a long, long way of a line waiting to get to this final game right here. We all know that Andy Reid always been cooking. That team right there, 4 out of the 5 years, I think they've been in the Super Bowl. Look, we can't even spell Super Bowl without mentioning the Kansas City Chiefs, bringing them up. Man, that's just what it is. Branches, yes, indeed. They got branches, everything I love. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Randy Gregory tap dancing, man. It's crazy. And here's the common thing of the teams that's in the Super Bowl. I was in the group chat with my guy Sky and as well as Vach and Okoye and Foots the King, and we were just talking about in general and about the game earlier today. Did you guys know that the Kansas City Chiefs is a top 3 defense, if not number 2 defense in the National Football League? You got a good defense and you got Pat Mahomes.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
How you get both of them, man? How you get all of them? Come on, man. How you get all of those good picks? And you got Pat Mahomes cheat code? Man, look, I said Pat Mahomes earlier today. He's a demigod, man. Pat Mahomes out here, hey, he's getting hit behind, the LOS, and he still stay on top, man. Knees folding back like a Cadillac, you know what I'm saying? Drop top, and he's still standing tall. And for the life of me, I didn't know that the Chiefs' defense was just that good, man. They were good. Sneed. They forcing turnovers when you get into the red zone. I'm sitting here like, hey, where were all turnovers at, man? Why nobody hyped up the Kansas City Chiefs defense, man? Why nobody talk about George and Chris Jones and all of those boys, man? And then he got a Pacheco and all them, Pacheco, whatever you say that man's name. He's running like his hair on fire. And I'm sitting here like, man, what do they don't have? Then they got good plays. Good coaching. And then they said, while watching the broadcast, because normally we watch the TV on mute, we really don't watch and listen. So I'm listening to the broadcast, and they saying that the Kansas City Chiefs are the team that give up the least big explosive plays in the National Football League. They don't give up plays of 20 yards or more. And I'm sitting there like, they got to be lying. They got to be lying. And then they good, man. They good, bro. KC got the number 1 defense. That's for my guy T. Foster. What happened, man? What happened to our defense, man? And then the Lions pretty much, and I know you guys watched that game. We're going to talk about Lamar Jackson and his woes or what have you. If there's a Brandon for the Ravens right now, there will be a Brandon talking about, hey, Lamar Jackson, you 2-4 in the playoffs. I'm watching Lamar Jackson. We'll talk about that a little later on. But, man, the doggone Lions got swallowed.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Yeah.
Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Well, they swallowed, they choked up and everything. They had the game. CJ waving, Gardner Jr. Johnson, whatever his name is, he's waving at the 49er fans. He talking about, we finna win. He's finna win. And then I look at this dude, Dan Campbell, not Quinn, but Dan Campbell. I know these Dans are having a bad year. If you name Dan right now, let me know if you're having a good year. Because if your name is Dan, in the playoff time, it seems as if though, it seems, so I said, pause on the swallowed.
Swallowed up.
But to make a long story short, man, Dan Campbell, he's sitting there with the lead in this 4th down, and he's sitting there saying, you know what, I'm going to go for it. He turned into Plies. Hey, man, I'm just going to go for it, man. He went for everything. No protection. He just went straight in, And when you start to think of it all, I'm sitting here like, hey, dude, go get the points, man. This playoff time. I know you want to be ultra aggressive, but get the points. Momentum swing. That's one thing you don't want to give the 49ers. We've seen, and I'm not discounting the 49ers, but we've seen them using everything in their name, in their mama name, Tupac and Biggie and everything else, to get momentum. They had to do it against Green Bay. Had them sweating like R. Kelly at an all-girls camp, right? And then now we saw it even in this Detroit's game. Detroit was like, no, you have it. We don't want to be great. we like the storyline of this guy by the name of Dan Campbell come out of nowhere to get this team into the NFC Championship game. So, man, it's just crazy. It's a shame, right? I see somebody hitting the same shame.
Shame.
And one thing I have to say here, Dan, both of the Dans took some prize picks, but so be sure to understand that, both of them lost by 6 too. Yeah. And allegedly, we just joking, man. We don't have the representatives of Dan Campbell and all of them to come over here and
FBI, open up!
Yeah, don't Keyshawn Butte me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. But it was crazy looking back at all of this. So I want to know, man, from you guys, from your thoughts, how far off are the Cowboys? How far off are the Cowboys? Are we a million miles? Are we around the block? Are we a few cities far off from the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs? We've seen the 49ers, they were sweating. So if that's the case in the scenario, how far off are we absolutely from, dare I say, even let me refresh this right quick. You give me a little bad loop. How far are we off from not the Chiefs, but let's throw in the Ravens. How far off are we from them? How far off are we even from the Detroit Lions? Because even if they utilized their kicker, they probably would have won that game. We far off, Law. Talib says we far off. Green Bay. If the Green Bay kicker make that kicks, it would have been Green Bay versus the Lions. So how far off I know we are above the Green Bay, but it's one of those things, whereas when I look back at the Cowboys and I look at the 4 remaining teams, and now there are 2 teams left, there's a common thing that we seen. No heavy ownership. And I know my guy MJ somewhere saying, nah, man, you can't put this on John Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones. You can't put this on front office. So I'm looking at it from this perspective, though. We've been nearly 3 decades away from lifting up that Lombardi trophy. I need to put some more R's in my title, Ryan, huh? Yeah. We nearly 3 decades away. Nobody on this team been here for that amount of time. LP Lattisaur and Jason Witten been gone, right? And those two guys were here forever, ever, ever. If you want to use, hey, a player been here stopping the shortcoming for the Cowboys. Now, we've been changing out quarterbacks. It's just the two quarterbacks with long stay, they breaking records, or they broke records. Romo broke records. My guy, Dak Prescott, he broke a few records. How far off is Dak Prescott from Lamar? You can't say light years because Lamar Jackson, people saying that he looked like Dak Prescott today. How far is Dak Prescott is from Pat Mahomes? We can say, and I know y'all can put that down and say, oh, he's millions of miles away from Pat Mahomes. How far Dak Prescott is from golf and a Brock Purdy? How far off is he from those guys? And how far off is the system that the Cowboys try to run and operate is from those particular four systems that play today? We hella far off, huh? I think that we can't compare the two. I see you, fam. Good night, La Luna Love. Far as F, yeah, I feel you. Dak is better than golf. Okay, Dak is better than Lamar. So when we start looking at everything collectively, hear me out. One thing that was a constant here, or consistent here, let me see if I can do it this way. It don't work that way. Okay, good. Hold on, bear with me. One thing I can see that's consistent here is the way they utilize and use their draft picks and their selections. As far as their free agencies, all four of these teams, they either danced in trade or they danced in free agency. Now, the Cowboys, we could talk about the embarrassment that we had in our first game against the 7th seed this year. We can talk about the no-show of enthusiasm with our team, whether it's on special teams, defense, as well as the offense. We can talk about how the quarterback stank up the joint. And Dak Prescott, according to people, this is by far his last season. Right, he's a free agent after, or his contract and all of the guaranteed money is done with at the end of this year. Now, there's two roads you can go down. Either you can extend him, right, or you can let him play it out. You guys put that down in the chat right now, what you want to go with. But a little bit earlier today, we had this from the front office. And shout out to my guy, Sky Walker. He originally tweeted this on his page, and I'm going to pull this up, and we're going to listen to the man that controls most of this. I will say this, my automatic corrections to all of this, ladies and gentlemen, let's fix this defense, and let's figure out a way to get run game. I saw some wide receivers today for the Detroit Lions that I can look at it and say, hell, give me all of my wide receivers that we currently had, right? Them wide receivers are playing volleyball today. They couldn't catch C-19 when it in 2020 and 2021. They couldn't even catch it. None of those guys can catch it because they themselves was dropping everything. They couldn't catch anything, you know. God, dog, boy, y'all saw that, you know. But they did had a great running approach. Jahmyr Gibbs did a great job outside of the fumble. I think the exchange was kind of bad, and he fumbled the ball. But outside of that, their ground attack was pretty good. Their front five, the way they protected Goff, as far as the lane exchanges and stuff like that, that was pretty good. But neither here nor there. Let me see if we can get this. This was from our guy Jerry Wayne Jones.
If anybody is thinking that we have more said about us or more visibility, if they're saying that, that's exactly what I try to do. And I do want to keep them talking about the Cowboys and have from the day I got here. And so, again, I'm smiling and I'm saying it with all the positive in the world. If we've got them talking about us, we're doing our job.
He's still, and we still them boys, ain't we? Come on, baby.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through
Shame. Shame.
How y'all? Hey,
Shame.
let's go. Let's do this, baby. You know, we gonna talk about them regardless. I guarantee you, what's the over under how many times they gonna bring up the boys in the Super Bowl? They're gonna bring them up like, hey, you know, it's crazy. My guy Thomas Hicks Talib says, Law, give me a true number one running back, get bigger at linebacker, and bring back Kitna as the QB coach. Then we will be closer to the 49ers/Chiefs. Ooh. Ooh-wee. You hitting hard right there, bro. You flat out hitting hard in a good way. If you give us those things, here's what else we need to see though. And I hope you guys don't think I'm coming off as being petty or what have you. But these are the truths right here. I think that Mike McCarthy, I'm going to break this down real slowly, and I want you guys to follow me. I think that Mike McCarthy, no, I don't think, I know Mike McCarthy is a better coach than what we had out of Jason Garrett, right? Right? I know that Mike McCarthy is a better play caller than Kellen Moore. Granted, those are the two truths right there. I know that Dan Quinn was a better defensive coordinator than Mike Nolan, also Papa Rob Marinelli. I know those things, right? Now, as far as defensive front, I know, and I'm breaking it down real slowly for those who are out here. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. And if I have to beg, now please, my bad. I know that Rob Marinelli is a better defensive line coach than Dirty. You see how I'm going with this? So I don't know if the front office know this, but we know those things. But here's the thing. Just because Mike McCarthy is better than Jason Garrett and better than Scott Linehan / Kellen Moore and calling plays, that doesn't mean that should be a Super Bowl, because he's still archaic. I think he's still archaic to a degree, and we've seen ups and downs, and we can remove the quarterback out of it. We can remove the running backs out of it, right? We can remove those boys up out of the conversation. I'm just talking about the system at hand. Just take the quarterback out of it, y'all. You see, y'all missed the meat worrying about the potatoes because y'all so fixated on get rid of the quarterback. And if we got rid of the quarterback, you would still have these issues where it's run game, and you will have these issues where it's the lack of motions and stuff like this. So what I'm saying is collectively, and these are not excuses, right? These are context mixed in with some facts. Make your teeth white, you know. So these are the things that I'm trying to say to the people that's way in the back that don't understand this. The last time Mike McCarthy called plays was back in 2018 or 19. I think it was 2018. The NFL passed him by. The NFL, far as the way they move and do things, yes, he was building the plane as it fly because that was the only way he can get Kellen Moore up out of here, right? And that's the only way. No. The Dirty is not better than Papa Rob Marinelli as it relates to coaching the defensive line fronts. I promise y'all that, man. Dirty is a real good dude, but he couldn't get a George Selvey like Papa Rob Marinelli and what else he had? He'll call him the dude Nick Hayden and all of those boys, Golden Cox and stuff like that. Benson Mayowas of the worlds. The thing is, the Cowboys with Rob Marinelli, they didn't give him nobody. They gave him some tacos and some chips, man. They're like, all right, let's go, you know. So he didn't really have these type of guys on his front. That's all I'm saying. And it was by the latter of the one time that Rob Marinelli stood on the table to get somebody, they gave him Tristan Hill. When we were all talking about, hey, drafted DK Metcalf, there's tape out there of us telling us. You know what I'm saying? And Jeremy Mincey and all of those boys. Yeah, man. Look, Rob Marinelli, man. I'll bring Rob Marinelli back, man, just to coach the defensive front. But that's a whole nother storyline. But let me get back to the point here. The way this can work can be, hey, the Cowboys can still go down this cheap route and say, all right, we're going to let Mike McCarthy still call the plays or what have you, and hope by through osmosis or something that he will get in touch with the times. We did see that Mike McCarthy will take a little bit from these young guys and implement it. Yeah. Where's the toughness? We blown off the ball consistently. Is Jesse Holly correct? Yes, Rick. You know, and we're gonna go over some of this stuff. Now people are mad about the ideal of bringing Ron Rivera in, but Ron Rivera is the same philosophy that we had with Dan Quinn. I think that Ron Rivera is the same philosophy here. I think that he will be a good coordinator, not necessarily a head coach. Yeah. Birdman says, why are we talking about the losing Cowboys? Because, hey, man, that's what we got over 400 people here, right? There'd probably be a San Fran page or a Kansas City page. None of their content creators put in the work that we do. You know, that's just what it is, you know. So we just putting in work. We talking. Look, this supposed to be a conversation with me and my family members. So if y'all on the outside in, y'all don't need to be talking. Go celebrate your team. If you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan or if you are a 49er fan, you can talk amongst yourselves in the comment box, but start your own content page up and talk to your people. I'm talking to my brothers and my sisters over here. This is a Cowboy-centric page. That's why I said #Cowboys. That's what it is. Ain't that right, Stargazer? Sports says Law, Boss Man, Fat, Randy Gregory are playing in the Super Bowl. Whoa. What team Boss Man is on? Wait a minute, I didn't know he got picked up. Yeah. And excuse me. And for anybody to say, hey, man, you know, Law shouldn't be working, a man should work by the sweat of his brow. I'm going to keep my working going. You know what I'm saying? It keeps me youthful. It keeps me young. I'm going to continue to do this over here, y'all. You know, oh, he's on the Chiefs. Oh, wow. Salute to him. Yeah. So back to us talking to our family members and not the people who
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed?
If you here and if you ain't a part of the Cowboy Nation and you just jumping in over here, you just come on out the closet. We know what y'all is, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael, we let you put it down one time. I know.
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret.
Come out the closet, Michael. Just come out the closet. We know that you only know that the person sucked because you offering to suck it. That's why. See, you can go both ways. You know, you just mad because he said no. So
come out the closet and stop keeping a secret.
And that's just what it is. And that's what it is. So boo that man, you know.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Yeah. So So at the end of the day, we just having a conversation amongst our people, and everybody want to tiptoe in to look at some of this great stuff that we talking about. So, okay, shout out to Kevin Joseph, boss man fat, hey, then let me know that he played in the snaps, though, he get any snaps over there, but shout out to him, man. Yeah. He a good special teamers, though. Yeah. He gone now, huh?
Come out the closet and stop keeping a secret.
Yeah, he gone now. He cried. Let me tune into that guy who cried. Shout out to him, man. He keeping the lights on for us, man. Every view count, man. But back to what we were talking about. How far off are we? And one of the things that I can say here, ladies and gentlemen, is philosophy-wise, we are far, far away. Philosophy-wise, because we've seen like these last two teams, Kansas City Chiefs. You see, they picking up our scraps, right? They picked up Boss Man. One time they picked up a dude that was here. Was it Wilson? Damian Wilson, the linebacker. The 49ers, boy, everybody using what the 49ers do. Everybody using what the 49ers do. Everybody's talking about, they got Randy Gregory and all of those boys. Yeah. But the 49ers, everybody talking about, hey, he's part of Kyle Shanahan's tree. I didn't know Bobby Slowick, who went down there to the Texans, who know that he was a PFF guy. So when we started talking about PFF and all of that stuff, Bobby Slowick, he worked for PFF. So he studied all of the trends and the small details of what quarterbacks do and what teams do. And that's how he was able to implement his system there, just by me doing homework. But he comes from the McVay and the Shanahan's tree. He understudied for those guys for 5 or 6 years. Ain't that crazy? Zach Robinson, who's going to be the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons, he's a PFF guy. He did the same thing Bobby Slowick did, right? And he come from the same tree of the Shanahan and as well as the McVay's tree. So those things are now, when we start looking at these young philosophies, the Ben Johnsons of the world, we're looking at who they came from, what part of a tree that they are from, and we're seeing it even from the defensive side. Even though Andy Reid is more of a philosopher from a offense, but he even got guys that's part of his tree branch, even on the defensive side. So it's crazy. All right, so Jay Diz says, if the Niners win, nonsense, and Cowboys still won't wake up. They should. They should wake up. They should. Because if the Niners win, I'm going to be sick for a couple of days. I ain't going to even lie to y'all, man. That's like our arch enemy, and they're winning. It took me a minute to get over the Steelers winning more Super Bowls or having more Super Bowls than us, and they still stuck at 6, but it's just that idea. The Patriots, we really didn't count them when they got over 5 or what have you, but even them, they were able to win all of those Super Bowls by being persistent and developing that culture and having a good quarterback too. Glenn Caper says this weekend has confirmed that we need either an elite quarterback or elite coaching. We don't have either one of them. I'm frustrated by the situation. Like, I kid you not, bro. Glenn, I'm gonna say this, and I'm being 1,000 with you, dog.
All I ask.
There's only one Pat Mahomes. There's only one Pat Mahomes. The way he were able to command the team. And what really, to me, knew that they were going to win, regardless of what the TikTokers said on the Super Bowl colors and everything, and the conspiracy theorists that said about the Super Bowl colors and that's going to make it to the Super Bowl and these sorts of things. All of them people know them people. When Pat Mahomes moved the kicker ball out of the way and Kelsey went over there and threw the helmet out the way, I was like, come on, man. You mean to tell me nobody from the Ravens sideline intervened? Nobody on the practice squad that was there? The water boy or somebody? Come on, man. Shoot. And Justin Tucker, you know, he was just sitting there like, oh, okay. Shoot, I would at least got in the face of Pat Mahomes. He was like, okay, I'm being too passive. No. Chiefs are the Pats now. Culture change needed for us. This is Jay Diz. Yeah. And you know the craziest thing is that I was looking back at some of those games that the Chiefs, when they made it to the NFC title or going through their playoff situations, they was going toe-to-toe with the Patriots. They were going toe-to-toe with the Patriots. And even though they may have lost a few, I don't know how many, but I was just watching like the highlight clips or what have you, and you can see that they were learning, they were in process. They were pledging the hey, we finna get this new torch. And I'm quite sure that Tom Brady kind of knew that too. And he like, let me check up out of the Patriots. Since Bill Belichick refused to give me the amount of weapons, and I'm looking like a fool going up against Pat Mahomes, let me check out. And then he did this right here. Tom Brady was so hungry. Man, Tom Brady was so hungry to win a Super Bowl. He divorced his billionaire wife to get one, you know, allegedly, and put allegedly out there. I don't want his wife to come get me and him come get me down the line. I don't got that Tasha K money. But he divorced her. She's like, we want you to be with the kids. Tommy Jr., he misses daddy. And he was like, nah, all right, I'll stay with the kids. And the kids start moving some stuff around. Tom Brady literally said, man, F them kids, man. Let me go ahead and get this Super Bowl. All right, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm calling Gronk. Everybody, man, come on. He went and got that Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. And he didn't do it by himself either, y'all. He didn't do it by himself. But, Manuel, you're right. Jerry Jones is a parking lot pimp. Or if it's not him, if we want to excuse him, because there's a lot of people who want to give him the excuse that he's not part of this problem, then it could be Stephen Jones. And if Stephen Jones going to take over this team for the near future, boy, we in a whole, as old folks say, we in a whole heap of problems. Because he's the type of person that still use protections with his lady. You know what I'm saying? His wife. I'm just saying, it's late so we can talk reckless over here. He's conservative, y'all. He still got his money since the 3rd grade. Stephen Jones refuses. He refuses to step on a limb. He fought his own flesh and blood. He fought his own flesh and blood over Dion. So it's one of those things that with Stephen Jones, it's going to be a long time. I petition that we let Jones Jr. run this organization. If not Jones Jr., let Charlotte Jones run this thing. Let her run this thing, man. We can't get rid of the Joneses. They don't do nothing. We can't. Yeah, we can't, man. Shoot. Yeah, so Big Game James was right the whole time. Baby nuts, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. T. Foster said, come on, Lawman, as a Cowboy fan. I know you're hot, man. There's nothing we can do, man. Nothing we can do. So outside of this, I'm playing one more time for those who just jumped in. Here
He is thinking that we have more said about us or more visibility. If they're saying that, that's exactly what I try to do. And I do want to keep them talking about the Cowboys and have from the day I got here. And so, again, I'm smiling and I'm saying it with all the positive in the world. If we've got them talking about us, we're doing our job. If
hey man, we doing our job. We flat out, we doing our job. That's my job, to get y'all to talk about us. Cowboys rumor Ron Rivera eyed for defensive coordinator if Dan Quinn takes the commander job. You know how crazy this would be? Because everybody hate the Cowboys in the NFC. But everybody want to be a Cowboy, you know? The Giants took Jason Garrett, realized that, hey, they tried to give him back. And it was like, no receipt, man. We don't want him back. Hey, we're saying that even the Eagles, they done hired Kellen Moore. Oh, man. And wait, by mid-November, December, they're going to like, hey, can you get him back? We're like, hey, man, hey, you got no receipt, man, no return to sender. And on top of that, now this whole situation that Dan Quinn could go to the Washington team. And if anything, I'm sitting here like, hey, whoever safeties they got over there, Cam Curl and them, okay, just look for him to be transitioning to a linebacker. You know, hey, he got Jabril Cox. He might make Jabril Cox a cornerback or something, man. But it is crazy, man. It's crazy. I wouldn't mind Ron Rivera, once again, if that is the last choice. But I would prefer, believe it or not, since it's 1 year contract with Mike McCarthy, and if Joe Witt Jr. don't go anywhere, keep Joe Witt. Keep Joe Witt. It's too much wholesale changes to change out the whole philosophy. Bring in Joe Witt Jr. to be your defensive coordinator. Let me see who all agree with me. Would you prefer to have Joe Witt Jr.? Put JW or JWJ in the chat, or do you prefer RR, Ron Rivera? Let me see what y'all get at. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Big says, will Garrett ever coach again? I don't know, man. Let me see JWJ or RR. Glenn Caper says RR. I see where you're coming from. All right. Hire Joe Barry. I will at least bring Joe Barry in for a cup of coffee. Okay, I've seen. Ooh. Okay. I'm only seeing a few RRs. Ron Rivera. Okay. Riverboat Ron. Okay. Yeah. Only see a few. Either don't matter. Yeah. Either or. Some people or Dan Quinn. Put DQ in the chat if you want DQ to come back around. And here's my truths with DQ. If Dan Quinn do come back. Oh, my God. It just hit me. I know Dan Quinn from – I'm going to have to find that clip, and I'm going to have to find that clip for y'all. I know Dan Quinn is more favored by Stephen Jones because Stephen Jones said it on 105.3 The Fan. He literally said that his eyes were set on Dan Quinn in 2020, but at the end of 2019. But he decided to stay one more year, or the Atlanta Falcons kept him one more year, and they had to squeeze down on the coach, and they went and got the Mike McCarthy. Ben Johnson as an offensive coordinator, he wouldn't do a lateral, you know, and then he would have to, then he have to, you know, win over Mike McCarthy. You know, these guys are looking for 3 to 4 year deals. So here's my only thoughts. With the reason why I don't like Dan Quinn. I don't trust Dan Quinn. From the reports of Jordan Shorts, people within the front office and some of the players, because he is a player's coach, are in love with Dan Quinn. I don't trust Dan Quinn. Why I don't trust Dan Quinn? Because I know that every year around this time he's going to get interviews. On top of that, he's looking to be a head coach. And if anybody can sabotage the head coach that's already here, can't be Dan Quinn. And I could be 1,000,000% off on that, but I don't like that ideal, whereas they may give Dan Quinn 3 to 4 more years to be the head coach here. And Chef Kiss the doggone Mike McCarthy off. I don't trust that. I don't trust that. AJ Meadow says, as long as Ron Rivera don't try to be cute, play undersized players everywhere, bring him on, no more mad scientist stuff. Yeah, AJ, I agree 1 million with you, bro. I agree 1 million with you. Yeah, I think if we can get shades of what the Carolina Panthers did with their defense, oh my God. I love the way they played that defense when Ron Rivera was there. And Ron Rivera was also with the Chicago Bears at one point, right? I would love to have those shades of flows of defense. And here's my thing, though. With the Cowboys, I said this and I'm going to say this again. I know we're going to the playoff next year. I know even with this team. I get it. I know a lot of people are upset with how the outcome was this year and last year and the year before that. I know we're a playoff team. Our players sometimes don't act like it, but I know we are a playoff team. I know we are not that far off. Hell, the 49ers were sweating against the Lions, right? Like we were, but we won the game too. Kansas City Chiefs earlier this year, the Eagles beat the Chiefs, right? And I know that there could be a little wee-woo in there, but you guys get what I'm saying. We are not that far off. We just need a few. We just need a few changes. A few little, just a little tinker here, a little tinker there. Get you a linebacker that's a real linebacker, right? And if Parsons want to be on the edge, let him play edge. If Parsons call in and say, hey, I want to be a free safety, let him be a free safety. Don't worry about Parsons. Just continue to add more and more pieces. He's a freak of nature. He's a generational player, you know. I don't think he's a one-trick pony. I think the world of Parsons. If Parsons want to call the defensive play, let him call the defensive plays. But you just got to get you another. You can't find another Parsons, but you just got to get you another playmaker who can stay healthy. And the only person that I know for sure that everybody looked up to was Trayvon Diggs for sure. When Trayvon Diggs get back, he's going to bring some of that mental toughness that you guys are talking about, Jeremy talking about. But what the Cowboys got to do on defense is they shouldn't all just look for Parsons. They shouldn't all look for Parsons. We shouldn't be like Parsons or bust. When I saw the 49ers play, we seen somebody in the secondary make a play. We seen the Bowless brother make a play. We seen even Randy Gregory get down there, blow up some stuff. We seen Fred Warner. We seen Greenlaws and all. Everybody made a play. Everybody. Everybody made a play. But what we tend to do here in Cowboys land, we put everything on. It's funny. They got the same initials almost. MPF, Michael Parsons' fault, and DPF, Dak Prescott's fault. It was lovely seeing the 49ers today when Brock Purdy, he looked phenomenal. I can't take anything away from Brock Purdy today. Boy, he looked phenomenal. But, hey, what gave them the juice was CMC. Let me know if I'm wrong. CMC caught a ball in the flat, and he was looking for somebody to run over. And I said, woo! He hit somebody and went crazy. Got the first down. It was a 4 or 5 yard play. He took it and turned it to 15. We need something like that. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what? The 49ers is late somewhere. But damn sure didn't draft that. They went and made a trade for that. I kid you guys not. It would have been a blowout loss if they didn't have CMC. You can book it. Go to Earth 15 and you will find out, because Earth 15 got, the same 49ers team without CMC. Go to Earth 15. Shoot. The Gibbs fumble made the juice too. Yeah. Shoot. Man. And the whole thing is with the kid that called a demigod over there, Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes is in his vibe. He's in his vibe. He got the Swifties on his side. He got Kelsey catching unbelievable plays, broken up plays. He got linemen and stuff and everything else. They turn pass interference off on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling the NFL rigged, but man, I'm sitting there like, yeah, Lamar might have thrown the ball in a crowd of 3 red jerseys there. But pass interference though, man. They like, hey, let me turn PI off. You know what I'm saying? I said, God, dog, boy. And somebody was saying, even when I did this video here, let me see if I can find it on my Twitter. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. When I did this video here, be sure to check out Prize Picks too, by the way. But when I did this video here, it's somewhere down my scale here. When I did this video here, when we talked about Smooth right here, when we talked about him in a way, and I want people to understand, it's not that if he's washed or bust or what have you, it's the fact that you still got to respect Derrick Henry. Now, I know this draft is filled with running backs. I know but we can still draft the dude. Just because you pick up him doesn't mean that you can't draft a dude, right? You can still draft a dude. You pick up King Henry, teams 9 times out of 10 won't play that, we're going to only play 4 down linemen and rush our linebackers. No, they're going to still load the box. And when you have a loaded box, that means that there's mixed match heaven for Jake Ferguson. Because now you got a linebacker opposed to a safety on him. Or there's mixed match heaven for even your guy, your slot. Because now, instead of having that extra safety down in there, because you're going with your heavier packages, you have a linebacker even on CeeDee Lamb. But now what we have to do to finesse it just a little bit, I don't know the plans of the offseason. Either you sit Schottenheimer down and tell him, hey, I want you all offseason to pick up what the Shanahan clans are doing, and right, and clone some of their stuff. And let's work this West Coast system all the way. Let's do away with trying to make these Let's do away with trying to make these players comfortable. Unless we're gonna it sound cute, Tex Coast and all of that bull sugar, but look, let's do away with that and let's just be a West Coast team. That's what's working. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's be a full West Coast team and let's rock it from here. Let's have these principles and concepts as motion, and then we will have a real attack. Let's get this thing going, man. Let's play some real football. And we can still draft a young running back. I like what my guy Big Game James said. Hey, drafting a running back late can work. Let's just not make it a story of him being 5'5". You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with Deuce Vaughn. I'm not shooting no shades at him. But he had all offseason and all through the regular season, and he couldn't make the special teams. And I would play that clip of what Jesse Holly said about him, but I don't want y'all to be coming at Jesse Holly over Deuce Vaughn. You get what I'm saying? I don't want Mr. Vaughn to be like, hey, now you talking about my boy. I see you, Holly. Wait when you get to these elevators or somewhere out here. Because he said something about Deuce Vaughn. But he was telling the truth. Y'all don't want to talk about that, you know. Nah, I ain't gonna play. Nah, I ain't finna do my guy Deuce Vaughn like that.
All I ask.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, and then y'all will be like, man, Law just setting Holly up, man. But Holly was just speaking his mind about Deuce Vaughn. If I chop that clip up and put it out there, you know, for what he said about Deuce Vaughn, then Chris Vaughn gonna be knocking at my door. Where that Law Nation dude at? And where Jesse at? You know what I'm saying? And Mama Vaughn and everybody. No, I ain't gonna play that. No. And then y'all gonna be like, man, Jesse out here beating up all on the players. And then he said in his opinion. You know, I ain't finna do that, no. But y'all can watch the full episode on Ray's podcast and sift through it. And then you get to the Deuce Vaughn segment. And then you chop it up and you put it out there, you know. Y'all ain't finna be
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Hey man, y'all finna be getting me all hyped up over here about putting this video out there, and then all of a sudden everybody coming at me. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just saying what he said. But
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
But shout out to Deuce Vaughn, man, and shout out to his storyline and giving the amount of time. Here's the only thing is how you make these teams. When you don't make the team as your position, you got to make it on special teams. That's just a rule. You got to play special teams. And if you're not able to play special teams, then you're going to be a healthy scratch. That's how it went all year. And the Cowboys, by them don't wanting to fall on the sword, and I get it. We love our guys. That's why they didn't pick up the phone and say, okay, let's bring in another running back. Let's bring in a bruiser back. Let's bring back lightning and thunder. But then they said to themselves, what if we got something out of Rico? And you pay for what you get every single time. When you keep... It's a gift and a curse, y'all. Working for the Dallas Cowboys will forever be a gift and a curse. That's just the bottom line. And that's not me hating, but that's a blessing for those who got a chance to work for the Cowboys. They will not fire you. I've seen some people that worked in the graphics department that have better skill set than the older gentleman, not gonna bust out nobody's name. But they said, hey, this dude been with us since 89 and all through the 90s. We can't get rid of him. What about the young? Nah, man, he could put him on a project. So if they refuse, and I'm speaking all around the bush, if they refuse to pay our coaching staff the money that they supposed to get, dog it, I'm telling y'all the truth, they will refuse to pay the people that work at the start. They ain't getting paid that bread, and you're a multi-billionaire. People be thinking that those who got money that they give it. No, they ain't the highest paid, so they go somewhere else and get paid $40,000 to $50,000 more. But that's just how it is. That's a gift and a curse. When you're working for a family business, they're gonna get you. You gonna stay promoted, or you pretty much to your highest peak, and you're gonna stay in that position forever. And those who new coming in, like, hey, let me get that job. Nah, man, he third generation, man. He work in the mailroom. His dad work in the mailroom, man. You know, hey, he's positioned to be here. You know. And there's people right here that knows that truthfully, that work for mom and pop businesses, right? shoot, you can have 4 or 5 degrees on the wall and everything. But Junior, who's the daddy of the company, nephew, you know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be over you. And you waiting for him to pass away or move on, and then they make his son over you. You sitting like, wait a minute, HR department. You go to the HR department, it's there Aunt Shirley. You be like, hey, Riggs, I can't take this no more, Riggs.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Shame.
I'm trying to wait for this man to croak, and he can't go anywhere. He's still here. Yes, indeed. That's just how it is. So these people been there since conception there. You know, you can't get in. So you just going to be on the outside looking in. It's just what it is, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. So to make a long story short, Cowboy Nation is I need TD Jake 7. Gerald Evans know what I'm talking about. Law, you ain't lying, bro. And you sitting there like, man. We have a new hire. Tom here is he's a new employee here. Take good care of him. And then you look at Tom. You be like, hey, Tom, I'm looking at your resume here, and what do you actually did? Tom Jones. Oh, snap. You related to Jones? He like, nah, I ain't related. And then about 2 years later, yeah, man, Jones, my 4th cousin twice removed, and his auntie, you know, his auntie got me the job, you know, and I just had to stay low key for a couple of years. But yeah, my name is actually Thomas Jones, and I'm the 3rd grandchild of X, Y, and Z. That's just how it is. And you sitting there with all of those degrees, you went back, got another degree, and you sitting there still. You still under Thomas Jones, you know. You don't call him Tom no more. You call him Thomas. Mr. Thomas. He got a plaque, and he got the best seat in the house. Cali Cowboy says, Law, we are the most valuable franchise. There's no excuse. The front office is our problem. Don't cut them slack. Cultural matters. Yeah, it do. It do matters, and we see that happening even for the Lions. Even though they didn't get to the Super Bowl, they had a chance and opportunity, but they outthought and they outspoke their wisdom teeth. Here's the truth of it all: that team, they got Dan Campbell, they went and got a Ben Johnson, they went and got a Aaron. What's the last name? Glenn. He was here. Actually, all of those boys were once here in Cowboys land. Dan Campbell, Aaron, he was once here. They are shades of trees of a Bill Parcells / McVay and Shanahan, however you break down Ben Johnson's resume. They changed their culture like that. I don't think that they have an owner that's all in the mix. Every single trade that they did or acquisition that they did, they jumped on it. When you look at their draft selections, me and Boss Cowboys Sports, we were talking earlier, and if you go back and watch the draft party that we had, every single pick that they had, we were high on. We was high on Sam Laporta. I was high on the Branch kid that played for Alabama. I was high on Jahmyr Gibbs. We were high on most of their picks. That team, we were high on Jack Campbell, right? That particular team, pretty much made the moves that we would have made at that time, believe it or not. Now, we will see how they bounce back for the 2024-2025 year, but we can see that you can make some movements happening for you. Here's the only demise of the Detroit Lions. They walked in overconfident. when you're talking about biting the kneecaps off, sometimes you could have kept those kneecaps on, bro, and just kicked the field goal, live to fight another day, play clock management. It's times in life that you can be aggressive, and there's times in life you can be over-aggressive.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing with TD Jakes and them. Shout out to him, man. And Jakes, don't come after us, man. We just having a great moment right here. I would say this too, even with my guy Boss Cowboy. He did spoke highly of the Rodriguez kid from OSU, Oklahoma State University. Yeah, he went there. So him and Harper, he was breaking down film on him and Harper. And he was all the way in on that dude from the other day. Lions need a corner. Sutton just not it, man. Yeah. And they got rid of that cornerback. He went somewhere, I think to Atlanta somewhere. But, yeah, Cowboy Nation. Dre Maddox said, hey, TD Jakes in Dallas? Yeah, he in Dallas, man. Salute to TD, you know. The great good you see in DC for life. Yeah, pause. Overshawn was a great pickup for us, just a dang injury. I agree. All right, so this is what we're going to do. It's 10:13 and it's mean right now where I'm at. So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to speak your mind. I normally would do this show earlier, but since we're off the heels of knowing the reality and football is almost over with, knowing the reality that it's Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers in the Super Bowl, two red teams, right? Kansas City Chiefs, to me, I'm not finna make any allegiance of who I'm going for, but the lesser of two evils, I would prefer Kansas City Chiefs to lift up that Lombardi trophy. I'll be sick to my stomach, man, if I see my brother team. I know how he will rag on me all this offseason, all, you know, the time that, you know, that they would have one up over us, so go Chiefs or what have you, right? But it is what it is. Stop drafting Fihokos, Will McClay. I would say this, though, about Will McClay, and I've seen a few people commenting that, you know, is more so Will McClay's fault or what have you on his draft selections and stuff like that. Who remember life before Will McClay? You know, if y'all think that Will McClay is the problem and you want another person to jump in, who remember life before Will McClay? And if you think somebody else can come in to run this team where Will McClay is at, then go for it. Shoot for it. You know, if you think another a person that will be, what is it, player personnel? What's Will McClay's position, player personnel? If you think somebody else can fit in and be in his position and do that, do a better job than Will, man, then hats off to you, man. If you want to live in that world, man, I'm just saying, because at the end of the day, that world a bit. Let me see the executives. I'm going to go to the executives. I'm going to the executives. I'm going to see if I can. I didn't even think about pulling this up until you said so. Bear with me. We're going to build a plane while we fly. Let me see where Will at. I'm looking at his position. They don't even have him as an executive. They just have vice president of player personnel. The director of player personnel, Stephen Jones. If they ain't big on titles, you couldn't put Will in that spot. You couldn't put Will in that spot. Man, you know, that's why I couldn't, you know. That's why, see, that's why I couldn't. He's a better dude than me. You know, let me see if I can fix this up. Here it is right here. Boom. Let me see if I can. Boom. We got the whole sheet up right here. This right here, bro. We got the whole sheet up. Can y'all see that? All right, so look at that. Look at how they got this thing all suited up. Let me fix it up a little bit. We're gonna stroll until we see Will McClay name and everything, man. And y'all keep saying Will. Okay, all right. I'm gonna fix it up a little neat. Okay, here we go. On the top dog of it all, you got owner, president, general manager. And the next person got more positions than him. You got chief operating officer, executive vice president, / director of player personnel. So you got to put player personnel on his title too? You couldn't put Will up there? You couldn't at least put him in the executive role? You couldn't put Will up there, dog? You got Charlotte, executive vice president / chief brand officer. You got Jerry Jones Jr. He looked just like Jerry. Executive vice president, chief sales and marketing officer. So if you need to sell anything, get anything going, you're going to speak to Jerry Jr., right? And then you got football operation. Do you see Willie? I don't see Willie yet. You got Todd Williams, vice president, football operation, football administration. You got director of team travel and logistics. You got Jason McKay, director of football and administration and technology. You got Adam, I can't even say his last name, but he's director of salary cap and players contract. So that's the dude we need to be talking about. That dude right there. And Brian, director of player development. He got the baby beard. Go ahead to you can do some more push-ups, get that beard a little thicker. All right, so you got Will McClay, vice president of player personnel. Now, why he couldn't be executive? Why he can't be up here on this row right here? Why you can't? So you gonna give the man the responsibilities without the title, man? And let me just hit him with this.
Shame. Shame.
Swallowed up.
Shame.
Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I can't take this, Rex. Why you gonna give the man responsibilities without the title, though, man? Why you gonna do that to the brother, man? Come on, man, it's rigged. And then you got Chris Vaughn, who his son play on the team. You got Chris Vaughn, assistant director of college scouting. Okay, you got Rich, you got Terry, you got pro scouting coordinator. You got to coordinate. And then you got Chris Hall, college scout coordinator. He's pretty good, Chris Hall. Shout out to him. Keith O'Quinn. You got Eric Ellingsworth. You got Sam Garzara. I think that's how you say that man's name. Klein. You got Brett Maxey, college scout guy. He stays on the road. You got Henry. Hey, man. Shout out to Henry, man. What's going on there, bro? All right, you got Justin Stuckey. Bo. I don't know how to say that last name. You got Ross Wushanek, national scout. You got scouting assistant. You got Kane Doyle. You got Jessica Gaffney, personnel coordinator, scout assistant. You got Joshua Brent. Shout out to him. He's a scout intern, man. And then you got football staff. You got all of these boys right here. Jim Mara, Brent Brown, who's a wizard, man. He can get people healthy. Greg Gathers, Mike Maples, Scott, Hanson, Yang, and Thang. You got Sam. You got Mike McCord, Bucky, Buchanan. And then you got Dylan, equipment assistant. You got all of these guys right here. And you can't get Will at one of these roles right here, man. Do he do the barbecue, at the cookout? Come on, man. But shout out to him, man. And then you got coaches. Let me see if I can pull up the coaches right quick. You got Coach Mike McCarthy. You got these are your coaches right here. So, just what it is, man. It's what it is. So, Will Pond. All right, man. Dylan. Yeah, whatever his name is. Yeah. Geek Squad. Hey, we need to go talk to that dude that handled the contracts, though. Hey, man, let me talk to you right quick. Yeah. Yeah, like you were really gonna give him props. Man, I can't, man. I don't know, man. Jerry said, hey, when you put this chart together on my website, better make sure I'm the head brother on top of everything, man. You better make sure my name, you better make sure on my website is my team. You better make sure I'm on top. You better make sure. And then, you can put everybody else. But there's wild energy right here. Old boy got too many titles right here. Chop that in half, man. You don't need all it. Stephen Jones. If I was on the team, I'd say, look, Stephen Jones, I don't have to be the chief operating officer / executive vice president / director of player personnel. And then he gets out there and say, hey, I'm not big on titles. Well, take some of that title away. They're using up so much font and so much bandwidth on the page, man. Take away some of that stuff, man. Just chief operating officer, man. COO, man. That's all you are. You don't have to put all that other stuff on there, man. Put my guy Will McClay up there, man. Put Will McClay up there, man. I should look up other teams and compare. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. Let me go pull up the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me see. Kansas City Chiefs. Let me see if I can find them. I don't know if I can find their stuff like that. You got me thinking now. I was going to open up the phone lines, but let me see if I can pull up Kansas City Chiefs right quick. Let me see what they got going on. Team. Front office staff. All right, let's see what we got here. It would be fair and balanced. Okay, you got this Chiefs right here. You got Clark Hunt, chairman and CEO. Do he do 2 or 3 podcasts a week? You got Mark Donovan, president. He don't got all of that fancy stuff at the end of his name. You got Brett Veach, general manager. You don't see slashes and dashes right there. And then you get, God, dog, they put that Vaseline oil on Ted over here. Ted greasy like a BB, ain't it? Ted, man, what's going on, man? He got that grandma. He got that Sunday best on, man. Grandma done get sweet, done greased him up. You got Dan Crum, Matt Kinney, Tyler Kirby. You got some ladies up in here. You got Christine, Laura, Rob, Mike, Nick, Rick, Brian Don. Okay, all right. He like he gonna save some insurance on it. Hey. Hey, man, look at my guy Brian, Chris Shea, Okay, and Sean Trance, or how you say that name, Brandy. The reverse Brian Broadus right here, man. Vice President of Football Operation and Team Council. Don't you look like Brian Broadus? This is their version of Brian Broadus right there, man. All right, man. All right, what I'll tell you, I got to look up the 49ers next. Okay, hold on. But, man, that brother Ted right there, somebody put some salt on that brother's face, man. Give him a towel or something. Give him a towel. All right, so who the 49ers, right? Let me see, 49ers. All right, 49er. And pull up their stuff. Okay, pull up 49ers. Y'all bear with me. All right. Team. They got less people too. Yeah, I noticed that. Front office. They don't give a damn about it. They don't even give us a picture or photo. They don't want nobody looking them up. All right, so you got ownership. York, John York. So everybody owners, man. Jed York, John York, Denise York. So the niece is the daughter of Eddie Bartolo. That's how that goes. How that operation go there, y'all? Y'all know how that go? They don't have pictures here. All right, so I don't know how this works, but they got a lot of ownership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 owners right there. Boy, that's a whole different, way of looking at it. They got 6 owners. And then you got your executive management. You got John Lynch and how you say that? Parange.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Okay, I guess you gotta click. You gotta work to get these pictures, man. All right, so yeah. He's part of it. So I guess you can go right here. You gotta work to get these pictures. Okay. All right, both of their roles. That's what you gotta do. You gotta put a lady. See, the Cowboys gotta promote Charlotte Jones and some. Promote Charlotte Jones. Okay, that's what you got to do. You got to click on these pictures. John York. Okay. All right. Yeah. But I ain't fit click on all of these pictures, but this all they got. God, dog. They got too many. That's what it is. Man, they got too many. They got alumni relations and everything. Tupac, Biggie. I see Scooby-Doo over here, Steve Bono. Cooper Rush cousin here, Vice President Corey Rush. No, cousin twice removed. All right, man, they got too many people over here, and God, dog. They put everybody. They got the whole crew. They need silicone money, man. They see, they've got the custodian, man. God, dog. Hey, Miguel, that toilet seat, you left it up, man. Come on. And you got the maintenance crew. Hey, that grass a little too high. You can literally go on their website. They've got the legal department. They got the marketing team. They done put everything. They even got a section called people. This list longer than Shaq feet, man. And if you want tickets, you can go down here to Brad and Max Coyle. They even got a specialist ticketing people, man. God, dog, boy. But California different though, man. They will have a riot out there. If in legal, you left out Jody. You left out the risk manager. We gonna riot. They'll riot over anything in California. So that's why they got, California got different laws and stuff, man. So yeah, that's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. God, dog, boy, they got everybody named the groundskeeper crew. Sergio, I'm looking you up, man. I see. Where the chapel team at, man? Where the prayer at, man? I go to prayers union, man. Man, 49ers ain't playing around with their website, bro. So we far behind. We far away from the 49ers. They on business. They standing on business, bro. I'm for real, man. I'm for real. Shoot. Everybody get a shine, baby. Y'all saw how long that list was? They got public relations. They got the... Boy, whew. All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man, so much for tuning in, man. Yeah. What's your title? I'm people, man. I'm people. Yeah, I'm from the People's Crew, man. Let me see if we can get like 2 or 3 callers in, man. That list long. Y'all saw how long that list was? I'm gonna get about 2 or 3 of y'all.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for line. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super
There is
thorough
one other
my
participant
way
in
on
the
this
conference.
side. Call my phone, hit my line.
Man.
Only ones who down for real, down
That
for
line long,
Keep
y'all.
it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side.
Ted Cruz got y'all laughing, huh? All right, I believe that this is my guy for the 254, John. You're live on the nation.
Hey,
What's going
Hey,
on? What's going on, John?
Nothing much.
Not much, man.
I keep on missing you and stuff.
I feel you, John. Yeah. We've been busy like a bumblebee, licking our wounds and everything. What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl, man? Who you got, KC or you got San Fran? Who you got?
Casey, I think Casey and the 49ers.
Yeah. I get you. I got you on that. Well, let's go, KC, John. Got anything before I let you roll?
And I'm going to tell you this much. I'm gonna be moving to Dallas, Texas, and next year I want to see if I can come to one of your events and stuff.
Most certainly, man. That's going to be phenomenal, man. When you move up here, we definitely going to have a plethora of events that's going on the day before the game, and we'll definitely look out for you, John. I thank you so much, and congratulations on your move. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Let me hear you say it still. Let me hear you say it before I let you go.
And how the Dallas Cowboys when you lose or draw, I'm gonna be a Dallas Cowboys fan all my life.
There we go. That's the energy that we need. That's John, man. Phenomenal, man. I call John a superhero. And that's my dog right there. So if anybody got a problem with John, they got a problem with law. Because we still them boys. And he's finna move to Dallas, man.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys?
He's still them boys, man. Shoot. He ain't going nowhere. I got the 520 you live on the nation brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to him.
Hey, what's up, Paul? How you doing?
Man, all is well. Can't complain, man. What you got on your heart?
Awesome. I called in the other day. I was talking about culture. Want to talk about culture again because them 49ers got it.
Oh my God! You saw how they fought back, man. They didn't blink at all, man.
No sad faces, no sad running routes, no poor coverage, no nothing like that. They fought their asses back up in there.
They did. I think Jennings, he caught an unbelievable catch in the middle of the field. Purdy. One thing I can tell you though, the two quarterbacks that's going to the Super Bowl, they didn't just do it with their arms, they also ran it with their legs. And that's another thing that you're going to have to do, y'all. And this next level, you're going to have to run. When the pocket break down, you're going to have to run. And Purdy did that today.
Oh, yeah. People are acting, though, like if Purdy was on defense and holding the Lions to, like, less than 14 points that whole half himself. Mm-hmm. Like, he went over there and caused that fumble and everything.
No, he didn't cause that fumble. You know, it took a team effort. And put it like this, the craziest thing is if the 49ers had some of our philosophy and they put it all on CMC, they wouldn't have won that game. If they put it all on Brock Purdy, they wouldn't have won that game. If they put it all on Fred Warner or Bosa, they wouldn't have won that game. What I'm trying to say is that with their culture, that you've seen everybody who made plays being able to make plays.
And it's not no shade at Brock Purdy. He played a hell of a game, man. He played a hell of a game. But it goes to show when you have a running game that could complement good quarterback play like that, it takes you to the next level. Imagine if Dak Prescott had a complimentary running back game when he was playing well. If he had complimentary running game when he was playing bad, it'd be a different Cowboys team. Or if we had a defense that even though we're down by 2 touchdowns or even 3 touchdowns, we have a possibility of coming back because either hold the other team to 3 points or they just stop him.
The closest thing that we can get,
49ers did.
the closest thing we can get to CMC right now from a veteran running back, and we just pray and hope that he can stay healthy, would be Saquon Barkley. That would be the closest thing that we can get from the equivalency of what CMC is doing. And one can argue, some people can make arguments that Saquon will be better, but I get it. They talk about so much with our offensive line, like who we gonna run behind. I think that all we have to do is just get a better center. I think that even what's this guy named Martin? I think that he's still good. I think Terrence Steele is going to be better than what he did last year because he's coming off a whole year removed. We know Tyler Smith is him, and I think that even with T.J. Bass, if he get more playing time and you can slide Tyler Smith back to left tackle, then should we be okay? Or even if you let T.J. Bass be your center.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be. I think he's a little bit better. Say again.
If we get left tackle, that solidifies that spot, and then go on and center either in free agency or because there's centers I feel like that are going to drop that we could pick up that are better, at least better than what we have right now. True. Man, you broke it down. What else you got, man? Before I let you roll. That'll be it, Law, and got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys, baby?
How about them, baby? Yeah. I ain't think we would hear that type of voice coming out of Cowboys country, man. Back to back, y'all. I got my guy Cowboys Mike, man, from New York. You're live, man, from the 716. You in the mix, man.
Yo, Law, what's good with you, man?
Man, making it, man. Just was it 2 weeks now for the Super Bowl? So we gotta wait 2 more weeks to see the outcome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So 31 other teams would be kind of like feeling like us right now.
Yeah, no, I told you, man. I keep saying it over and over, man. Dude ain't getting no head coaching job, bro.
Oh, Quinn.
Yeah, he ain't getting no head coaching job, bro. It's gonna be like an every year thing. Nobody wants him as a coach, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. Yeah. Why don't the Cowboys don't just let him go, man? What's the holdup? There's nothing with this dude, man.
I mean, how many years we head on to, was it Rex Ryan or Rob Ryan? How many years we held on to him? 3-4 years. We hold on to these guys, man. And Rob Marinelli, we hold on to him. Even though Rob Marinelli, like I said, I'm going to say this again, he was good for a defensive line coach. And that's it. DBs never turned their head around to the ball. There was no discipline, no DB play. We got a little bump when we got Chris Richard, but we didn't want to give him that whole positioning because of the politic game that we play.
Hello, we'll ask you a question, man. Who was the offensive coordinator when Wade Phillips was the coach?
Jason Garrett.
Okay, and I felt like Jason Garrett sabotaged Wade, man, because after a while his offensive play calling was terrible.
It was.
Then they moved him up here. That's the same philosophy right now with Dan Quinn. I feel like it's sabotaging, man.
Yep, because if you think about it, we went 13-3. I think we went 11-5, and then we started to sink his third year, calling plays or what have you, because people was giving good praises to Jason Garrett. They said that he was the next phenom, and when he interviewed for the Ravens, Jerry intervened because he didn't want him to leave, and that's when the Harbaugh got that job. Think about it. Jason Garrett could have been a Ravens coach. Harbaugh in some strange world could have been here, or some other crazy stuff.
So, what do you think about Kellen Moore going to Philadelphia, man? I think that Biadasz is going to follow him there to replace Kelsey. So I think that they should move Bass over to center.
I think Bass can play center. He can play anywhere on that line, I believe. Kellen
That's
Moore.
my prediction.
Yeah. Kellen Moore going to be the offensive play caller for the Eagles. I think that they would still start off hot for the first 2 or 3 games. You see, here's the thing is with Kellen Moore. I still think that he's a brilliant guy. just because you're brilliant doesn't mean that you can come up with a game plan and know how to attack. You see, Kellen Moore is going to start off really good like he did with the Chargers, even like what he did with us. And then once he's figured out, that's when team pounce on him. He don't make the necessary adjustments nor change. He's just as stubborn as the Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan crew. So, and then he have no developmental piece as it relates to a run game. And when teams figure that out, that's when they crumble. So I think that, they're going to probably start off pretty smooth. They're going to make the favorable opening records for them or whoever they play against. And we'll see how it looks like from there. I think that the Eagles fans will be fighting amongst themselves when it comes to November.
So, Law, if when Dude don't get this head coaching job when everything is filled up, it sounds like the Joneses is bringing him back in to be the offensive defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah. Bringing back Quinn. I think that, like the report said from my guy Jordan Shorts, who's an insider, he said basically that, in-house they like Dan Quinn. Just like they like Jason Garrett.
Man, this is crazy, man.
I know it sounds messed up, man. We've been telling people, man, hire Dan Quinn. Hire Dan Quinn. But if you go on all of those interviews and you don't get hired, it's something that you ain't doing right, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna get hired. Like I've been telling you for weeks now. Nobody's gonna hire him as a head coach.
Yeah. And that's why, you know what happened, though? And this is my God honest true thoughts on this, man. Just my opinion, y'all. I think that, he was a little upset that he didn't get hired the last time. So Mama Quinn was like, make sure you study a little bit more. Make sure you put in a little bit more passion on these interviews. And he did just that. That's why he was studying for those jobs and not paying attention to Green Bay. I guarantee you that's what happened.
So, what is it going to be? One of these Detroit coaches that's going to coach either Seattle or Washington? What's the word that's going on in Seattle? They said that one of the Detroit coaches is going to be coaching the Commanders.
If I'm Ben Johnson, I'm for dog sure. I'm for dog sure taking the Seahawks. Oh my gosh, JSN, DK Metcalf, Lockett. All you have to do there, I believe, is still look for a quarterback, but you still got Geno, right? And you got a whole heap of running backs there for what he like to do. He got like 4 starting running backs over there. Was it Claiborne or whatever that guy name? He got a whole bunch of guys over there, man. They can run the ball. And he got a lot. Kenneth, was it Kenny Walker, y'all? And the other UCLA kid, I forgot his name. If I'm Ben Johnson, there's no way I'm playing around with Washington. I'm going straight over there to Seattle. And you got dogs. You got dogs on defense too. I'm going straight to Seattle. I'm letting Dan Quinn play around with the Washington team, who they might change their name again. That's what I would do.
I just, like I said, man, I don't think he's going to get a job. I want him to get a job so Dallas can move on, do something else. But
nah, it ain't going to happen, Mike, man. Hey. But what else you got for the show, bro, before I let you roll?
Man, that was it pretty much, man. I appreciate you, man.
Anytime, man. I appreciate you, fam. I know you ain't going to say how about them Cowboys. That's just shoot. But hey, man, let's go, man. Appreciate you, bro. It's draft time. Right, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I can tell by his temperament, he wasn't gonna say that. But the only way we can get some good people to feel good about it is this right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. If Kellen Moore, people who think that Kellen Moore was great or good, if he was great or good, he would have been over there in Seattle land. They would have been interviewing him to be a head coach there. No way, Dano. No way Kellen Moore is better than Mike McCarthy. Dak Prescott was in MVP conversation this year. Y'all was talking about putting Dak Prescott in front of the bus, under the bus last season, the season before last now. And this was his first time calling the plays since 2018. So and here's the thing. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott can walk on water and he's the best thing since sliced bread. But, man, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it this year. Now, two things can be true. Mike McCarthy still could be out of time, archaic. Some of those plays that he was calling was plays that he kind of dipped from other teams. But, at the end of the day, we seen a better offense last year than we seen in the previous years with lesser talent, especially in the running back room, and the O-line was banged up. All right, I got A-Lou. You're live from the 304. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, Law? This is A-Lou here.
What's good with you, Chief? Talk to me, man.
Hey, man. I'm just trying to follow up on this, man. The Cowboys dress. I'm going to tell you right now, from what I saw with just listening to people and understanding what happened, and we trying to understand what was the disconnect with CD and Dak.
Yeah, what was that?
I think Jerry put that call in and said we need to feature Brandon Cooks, but we need to feature other players in the beginning of this game, because you could see that he didn't agree with it. You could see that in his face, it was just something else. CD's face, it was something else that was going on outside of me not running the right route. This isn't the first time that they had a disagreement, but that look, the way he standing off to the side, and he having a little hissy fit, bro. Something else was going on. Something else was going on. Like
it was before kickoff, man. That they just looked like they soul was
before they even got the ball. Before they got the
yeah.
ball on the sidelines, you could see that they didn't have it in their face. So something happened. Something was said.
And that's the difference. That's the difference between. I kid you not. We probably played the worst out of every team that was in the tournament this year. We probably played the worst. We were the flattest team. I didn't even watch the Cleveland Brown tape, but between us and Cleveland Brown, at least Cleveland had Flacco or somebody out there, and they running back. They started running back was gone for the year. We can at least talk about that. But we had to be probably the flattest team at home this year.
But that's the culture you build. And the funny thing about this is that I really want to see Dak move on, just because I think he's won his welcome, and they've traded for Trey.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen is they're not going to sign Trey back, and they're going to do some wild stuff to where that 4th round pick was wasted. We're going to turn around here 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah.
We're going to expect some type of give back from that 4th round pick. The Niners are going to pick up a star player with that pick, and we're going to be looking at it like, damn, we gave it up for what? Because we're not going to sign Trey Lance back.
Ooh. The craziest thing is that at the end of this year, Trey price tag is going to be very rich.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to have to.
So
yeah, he's going to look for a contract.
You got to make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, what you going to do? You're going to sit here and say, all right, we're just going to ride it out with Dak and let the $60 million stay, because Jerry's not going to let him go if he's still paying him. That's not what he's built on. He's not built on making shrewd moves and moves that would actually benefit the team. He's built on making moves like you said, we're in the mom and pop store. I got to count my coin.
Yep.
$1 billion corporation, and you got to count your coin.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little.
And that's the thing that, like, the two teams, if you ever listen to them, they never talk about money. Like we have $1 billion organization, but we have welfare thoughts. Broke people talk about money all the time. Like, hey man, you see how much he paid for that Louis purse? Hey man, you see when that dude played for them Jordans, man? Hey man, them Jordans, And I'm not saying that we are broke folks, but that's how we move a little bit. We move like broke folks. Like rich folks don't talk about money like that all the time. But who am I to say that about a multi-billionaire organization? They talk about the cap. And if you can do like some type of survey and watch everybody else, all the 31 other teams, they don't talk about the cap, and the money, the players. We got to, they talk about the now. They ain't trying to win the cap bowl 2-3 years from now.
Because it don't matter.
It don't matter.
You're gonna look right in they're gonna look right in that mirror and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, after next year," because I have faith in them, but I've lost all faith in our process.
Yeah.
So look at it next year. Then we did the same thing. We came out flat because McCarthy, he ain't it. They don't want somebody that's it. They forgot that they built this. They forgot that they built the organization of a real coach. That's the problem. Jerry Jones thinks he built it. No, Jimmy Johnson built it. He built it with his team with his player acquisition, his drafting. He built that. And he's trying his best to sit here and say, well, I did this, I did that. Jimmy Johnson got those players' asses. Jimmy Johnson did what was necessary. Jimmy Johnson was a college coach that was innovative. He was innovative in his approach and in his system.
Yep.
So when he did that, now he doesn't want to go back to it and says, oh, I'm 80-something years old. No. That means that if you get somebody young in there that knows what they're going to do, it knows how to, run the updated offense.
Yep.
That means you gotta relinquish control.
Right.
You got to remember, we're still running Jason Garrett's offense. I don't care. That Texas coach, that means that's Jason Garrett.
Well. Here's the thing, and that's why I say just scrap it all. They say they kept 70%. If you keeping 70% of something, that's more than half. They only had 30%. They only had 30% of the West Coast philosophy and principles in there. And I can tell you, man, the 30% helped Dak out. And it helped his team out as far as the wide receivers in certain aspects of CeeDee Lamb. But, man, we need about 40 to 50% change, bro, or 100,
Now, this is what you're telling me if you're keeping it 70%. You're telling me that your players aren't smart enough to comprehend. That's what you're telling us.
True.
You're telling us that your players are dumb as hell, and they don't know what they're doing if you decide to change in a season. You're not challenging your players.
Now, hey Lou, now I ain't gonna say none of these players are dumb because people would take that and chop it, and then they be like, "Hey, I don't want parents and stuff after me." But what I'm saying is, that you're right. You said, "Hey Lou," quote unquote.
But that's what you're saying as an owner. You're definitely saying that as an owner and as a team builder is that these players aren't smart enough to comprehend a system change.
Yeah.
Or you're really saying is that you don't want to change anything and you think that the same thing you're doing in the 90s is going to work in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And in 2020, it's not.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about us anymore. We are the laughing stock of we're the laughing stock of the NFL. You know what to say now? It's not about we'll see. What you gonna do in the playoffs?
Hey, what you gonna do, man?
What can go wrong will go wrong.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, A. Lou, man. One more word, man, before I let you go, man. What you got?
Hey, how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Still, how about them at the end of the day? And those are his opinions, man. I think that everybody is wise, smart, brilliant on this team, and if necessary, man, they got the cure for autism or something. They gonna develop that, man. We got all types of stuff going on great over here in Cowboys land. I would say this though, the way we operate is still mom and pops, and that's just how our core philosophy is the mom and pops principles and things like that. And somebody said, yeah. Callie said, no, who said? Yeah. Dripness, I think that's how you say that. You said these players are dumb, law, quote unquote. But nah, man, I don't want. That's my baby out there. I'll call him my baby dumb. My baby Cavante Turpin. He calling my baby dumb. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But Mahomes is the GOAT, CD mom. Yeah, Mahomes is the GOAT. There's no lie about that, But it is what it is. I got my guy, man. I see him down here. My guy from the 206. MJ, you're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law?
Hey, man, all is well, man. I can't complain. Just got to figure out who's going to win the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
I think Kansas City.
Okay.
Their defense is a beast.
Oh, yes, they are.
What Purdy did to Detroit, them corners and them people for Kansas City could cover. And then front four could get out there.
Yeah.
And that's how they beat. Because the Baltimore quarterback is faster than Purdy. And they can stop him. They sure ain't scared of no Purdy.
Oh yeah. But they just gotta make sure that run game, because I think the run game, they're gonna have to stop that from CMC. I think you can press it and run on the edge. You can't run up that middle. Chris Jones and them boys. They got some run stoppers, and George Carl Lothis, he's pretty good on stopping the run too on the edge. Who else? The linebackers, they shifty. Bolden, I think that he's really nice. He's shifty. McDuffie, he's a not OJ, but McDuffie, whatever his name is on that team. He's a downhill, nice nickel guy, you know. And Snead, he's everybody, what everybody want as far as a cornerback. He's physical. He got range. He cover. He hit. He wrap tackle, and he's nasty with it. Yeah, he's nasty with it.
You got to remember, Baltimore would have won, but they played like the Cowboys did. Defensive people, personal fouls, getting emotional. When you get emotional and don't stay in the game, you could cost your team. And then
the offense pressed too. They had 3 fumbles inside the red zone or close to their side of the field. So I think the world of Zay Flower. I think Zay Flower's pressing it a little bit. But man, he would have been a dynamic Cowboy if he'd made it down that far. Whew.
Yeah, but you got to remember, the people y'all say we could have had, how you know he was going to use him? Because he didn't even use Turpin.
Yeah.
Turpin faster than him.
Yeah.
So how y'all know he's going to use him?
I don't know. But, man, Zay and Turpin is in 2 different little lanes there. I think Zay's a little bit different, though.
I guarantee you, if he was playing for San Francisco, Turpin, or one of them other teams, I guarantee you, he'd have about 7 or 8 touchdowns going down that field.
Yeah.
I put some money on that.
Yeah, now for the Turpin thing, he was utilized more this year than what he was last year, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the running scheme Detroit did, the Kansas City gonna do the same thing on San Francisco, baby, ready. With that dangerous quarterback that Kansas City got, that running that they was running on the outside, that's what we wanted to use. See, Cowboy fans, if you watch how Detroit was running the ball on San Francisco,
right?
The outside running.
Oh yeah. That's
how the Cowboys could have used number 20, but they kept trying to run up the middle like a dummy.
Yeah, you can't run up the middle on that boy.
That's McCarthy's fault. That's McCarthy's fault, man. And then they say Dan Quinn. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say about him.
What you think? What you think about Dan Quinn? What you think about him? You think he's coming back? Because I don't think nobody will hire him outside of the Washington team if Ben Johnson goes to the Seattle Seahawks.
I thought Ben Johnson gonna go to Washington.
Man, Ben Johnson better not be a fool. He better go at least take a look at that Seattle Seahawks deal.
Because you gotta remember now, the middle of the Washington defense cold blooded. They got 3 receivers. They got running backs. They put a quarterback with them, and then
who gonna be his DC? Who's gonna be his DC?
I don't know. There's somebody come out of the blue. He might call you boy Vrabel if Vrabel don't get hot. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I ain't finna speak life into the Washington team.
Well, I'm telling you, Washington. I'm gonna tell you something, Law. I gotta tell you, Law.
Yeah.
They about to get good. They about to get one of them offensive coordinators.
They should get one of them offensive coordinators
they about to get one at Seattle. I don't know. They might not hire Dan Quinn. Because right now, if they really want to hire Dan Quinn, y'all, they was waiting to see. I think that the Ravens defensive coordinator gonna get that job for Seattle.
The Ravens defensive coordinator?
Yes.
I forgot his name. You got to throw his name out there. They was
waiting for him. Them the players they was waiting for. That's why they ain't signed nobody. They was waiting.
I think
He
they're
was
waiting for Ben Johnson.
after this Detroit game, and he was waiting for after that Baltimore game. Then the two new coaches, the Ravens, because I hope he don't go to the Redskins, because his defense gonna be cold blooded, boy.
But man, the Ravens look. The Washington had good defense since 2016. They always had somebody good. Shit. They've been talking about the Washington defense.
And he know how to cover.
Who?
He killed Shanahan schemes. He's 6-0.
Oh, you talking about the Browns, Schwartz.
The guy, the coach of the Baltimore Ravens defense, that guy.
Oh, McDonald.
Yes. They was waiting for McDonald. McDonald about to get his interview tomorrow.
for the Seattle Seahawks?
Seattle, yes. Seattle. He get to choose between him, and that's what they was waiting for. Because Dan Quinn, man, come on, Lord. They would have been hired him. They was waiting for after this championship game. Now, they finna see who make the most sense. Both of them guys gonna be coaches. It's like we're gonna be bringing us dumb Dan Quinn back with small defensive tackles and small linebackers and the dumb scheme again.
Man, that's why I can't wait for all this stuff to be over with and see.
I know he had the
NFL. See, the NFL really need to change the rules and let teams don't interview until after the Super Bowl. Because all right, so the people who interview for them damn jobs and all this stuff, what they doing now? Are they going to get things together now? Or are the Atlanta Falcons at work now? Are they really putting in work? No. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to stop all of that and wait till after the Super Bowl to start interviewing these guys. It's not like these teams. It's like who the Giants gonna do now? You know what really the Eagles gonna do? Like is Kellen Moore really in there going over tapes and stuff?
Kellen Moore is trash. Now when you talk to that guy from Philly, Law, when y'all go back there, if y'all do the 4 NFC with your boys.
Yeah.
And they was laughing. Remember he was laughing about Kellen Moore. First he tried to say, oh, y'all gonna miss Kellen Moore. Then he saw Dak Prescott became almost most valuable player, and the offense still number 1, even better. Now he got that bum, because I told my friend, remember I told you, Law? I told my friend from San Diego, man, he was betting. I won bets on him. And all year, they're like, Ma, you was right. Kellen Moore was horrible.
Yeah.
I said, Kellen Moore is the worst offensive coordinator. Y'all pumping him up. Kellen Moore is a bum. And Philadelphia, I hope you're listening. Y'all finna lose again. Your whole team finna get a lot of them guys finna get fired. Because Kellen Moore finna, and you know that quarterback is no pocket quarterback, man.
Yes,
he shows down in the playoffs. Ain't no an option ups. Oh, my God, he might throw 25 in it.
The only thing is I would say positive about the Eagles now is they got him a hell of a defensive coordinator. Vic Fangio, I'm a big fan of his kind of caliber defense. He had the Miami Dolphins for the most of the year, number 1, number 2 defense. I think they finished out the season ranked number 3 and 4. So Eagles.
He got to get some corners, Law.
Yeah, he got to get some DBs. But
if you don't get no corners, Law, what kind of defense? You gonna get coached. He had Miami corners, Law.
Yeah, but for the most part, Ramsey been in and out, and then the other kid been hurt. So
yeah.
But I would say this though. I'll say this in closing though. I'll keep my eye out on how they move in the off season, because Howie is still Howie. He still know how to he sell his. I don't know how many souls he got, but he would sell them. To get some people in there.
I know. Law, we need me and you on defense. If the Cowboys stop playing around, fooling around, and going on and get some big defensive linemen and some big strong linebackers, you would save Michael's career. And now you get Diggs back, put 26 back in the slot, and whatever corner, let number 24 fight against 21 for the corner spot. You see what I'm saying? And let it go like that, and don't favoritism. And McCarthy call the right plays, sweep left, sweep right, like we want to, back in Dorsett days, Emmitt Smith days. Stop playing around. The Cowboys. and get that number 22 halfback from Tennessee or 26.
Yeah.
And Pollard, you going to win. Oh, and I told you, and put my dog in the middle, number 66 ball.
Okay.
And drop that number 77 tackle. And Smith and Lionel and them will be your backup.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, MJ, man. Thank you for calling in, Chief.
Salute.
Good call from him, man. MJ a little cool at nighttime and morning time. Boy, he two different MJs. I had to check and make sure I clicked on the right one. All right.
The conference has been locked.
I'm gonna let Eric be the last one here, man. We didn't talk over all of our minutes here, but let my guy Eric be the last one from the 206 in the mix, man. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, what's up, now?
Not much, man. So who y'all gonna get down there in Seattle Seahawks land? You gonna get Dan Quinn?
I don't know, but
Ben Johnson?
I don't know. I'm hoping that it's one of the coordinators from either Detroit or Baltimore. But at the back of my mind, I'm still worried it's gonna be Quinn.
It's gonna be Quinn?
It might be. Yeah.
I mean, he cut his teeth with you guys. Maybe him back at a true positioning, knowing that he don't have to look for another position. He can get rooted in and knowing that that's his team, and he'll have to start looking for other teams. That sometimes you can settle in a little bit. So hey, man, I'm a big pro component of you guys getting Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the last time y'all won a Super Bowl. He was on the roster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go get Dan, man. Go bring him back, man. Run it back.
Oh, wow. I think somebody commented down here on Mike Holmgren. That would be a wild one.
Mike Holmgren?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Yeah, that would be crazy wild right there, bro. He's long in it, too. He's been out of football for a long time. Yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, hope everybody's well. Yeah.
Yeah, but Eric, man, I appreciate you for calling in, man. Like I say, I hope that you guys good luck in the draft. I know that's right around the corner, and good luck on soul searching and finding your coach.
All right, if you know I gotta do it, let's go Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. Let's go. Appreciate you, Eric, man. Good call for him. That's my guy, man. Made him a mod. He's a diehard Seattle Seahawks fan. Y'all call back tomorrow, man. I got to dip on up out of here. Be sure to hit the like, share this content, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to Prize Picks. The information is in the chat area. I think we had a great day today. We went over some things, how far we are from the other teams that's in the Super Bowl. Well, it is going to the Super Bowl. When we did our research, more so, we are not that far off, but we are far off, ladies and gentlemen. It is not like we close either. So hopefully, man, the Cowboys down the stretch can figure out things. Man, I hope you guys had a great time listening to Law Nation yap about this and that. If I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart. And at the end of the day, Cowboy Nation, we win some, we lose some. We pick them back up and we fight again, right? But in 2 weeks from now, there's be 31 other teams just as mad as us. I don't think that right now that they are saying lovely things about the Lions. I don't think that right now they are saying lovely things about the Ravens right now. They're not, their quarterback, if they got a Brandon Ross over there, they would be calling in talking about, hey, Lamar is 2-4 Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Right now somebody's saying that Lamar is 2-4. Now I can't confirm nor deny if that was Odell Beckham Jr. or Sr. Absolutely talking, because, Cowboys, we are trendsetters too, So if Odell Beckham Sr. is really talking, then that's wild. But I don't believe it. I think that was a burner account. Cowboy Nation, don't fall into the traps. I know it's been almost 3 decades now. And the last time we won the Super Bowl, we all looked youthful in the face. Some of us were never even born. But we still gonna root for these Cowboys, fortunately. it says that you are a die-hard Cowboy fan. I heard some people say, man, I'm no longer a die-hard Cowboy fan. That means you died soft. That means you died. We still alive over here, man, and I know it's grim right now. I know it's bad. It's terrible right now. But at the end of the day, we are not
swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
No.
Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
No, TD. Let me get this one, man. Let me get this one out the way. Because we ain't finna be swallowed up. And we ain't finna be swallowing nothing. We not finna be choked up. We not going to be choked out. Now, we might pass out, but we're going to try to land on our back because they going to say, if you can look up, you can get up, ladies and gentlemen. So, no, it's not swallowing season here. No. Here we go. No, I took that one off, you know.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey, chill out, Jerry. You got to win something to get that. Yes, indeed. So all of the haters, yeah.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
And at the end of the day,
come out the closet and stop keeping a secret and let the world know if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side.
Hey.
I would have been.
No way.
I would have been.
No way.
I would have been. I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
No way.
Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
No way.
You cannot live with your own
no
failure.
way. Because we're going to fight. We're going to fight to the end. We're going to fight to the edge of the earth. You know, right now the Eagles may be swallowed. The Giants may be swallowed. The Washington team may be swallowed. But we're not going to be swallowed. No. But not by them. Cowboy Nation. At the end of the day, my God, Choctaw, man, you crazy as hell, man.
All I ask.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it.
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too.
If you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness of body or brain.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
If dark and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, you will get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Let's get it, baby. One love, baby. Until next time.
Give me my thing, you.
Yeah, baby. Come on. Get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's go roll those credits, baby. One love, baby. One love.
What more do you want from me?
Come on now, dog.
Come on, DK Metcalf. Come on to Dallas. I want all of the players, man. DK, give me Saquon, Rich Homie Quan, Barkley, give me Henry and them. Give me everybody, y'all. Hey. Riggs.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. Used to size up for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing but this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Like this
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Stop keeping a secret.
Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
DJ Law, baby.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many photos and clothes. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I be really in the field. Let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers.
Time to check the song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Spartans! Prepare!
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still ball?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Texting me,
Come on, man.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not
y'all
like
used
you.
to check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Woo, push on my boy. Hey, I'm still them boys. Oh, I'm still them boys. I'm still them boys. Stop, leave, come back, leave.
Come out the closet and
Get your damn act together.
come out the closet
Get your
and
damn act together.
come out the closet and
Get your damn act together.
come out the closet and
I'm still.
Come on, them boys.
Them boys. I'm still them boys.
Nobody does it
Now
better
y'all
than
wanna
me.
call and check on the pastor. I'm still them boys. Yeah, I'm still them boys.
Oh my goodness, man.
The answer, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're
crying. I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flop ahead one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
Let's go Birds! Let's go Birds!
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, you know I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Oh my God, let me get on up out of here, man. One love. I done had too much time to play around with these buttons over here, man. One more time.
I want me some glory hole.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yup.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in. Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you. Don't let the street lights lead you all alone. Stop, you know it's dangerous.
wash your brain.
Come out the closet.
7 years of a perfect love. 7 more and another one. And another one. I think you was the one to love.
Are you not entertained?
Wonders all in
Are you not entertained?
all in one.
They can come
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be home? Play it too. I'll follow.
Come on.
Wherever you go.
It's an evil world we live in.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers does not like you.
If a paper crane can fly,
Until next time.
then forever
Right.
doesn't feel that far. So
DC for life. Not for sure.
so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
One more time.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I done wore that one out, man. It's rigged, baby.
Not the one who make the rules, right? Do it, left.